So today I'll be talking about Lucina, and honestly, if you haven't seen my video talking about Marth, you should check it out right now in the top right of the screen because, yeah, these characters are still quite similar, and that's a whole why you should main video, so we'll go a little bit more into depth. But anyways, today I'll talk about Lucina, analyze what I think is going to be good about her, what's going to be bad about her in Smash Ultimate, and, kind of talk about the character in general. With that said, let's get started. I want to start off by talking about all the benefits of Lucina in Smash 4, and if they occur in Ultimate, and the TLDR is yes. As Lucina, you still have an F-Smash that kills super early, that is really easy to get off, that can sometimes kind of be comboed into, while at the same time, it's strong all across the board, you don't need to hit the tip. As well with this, you still have amazing spacing as this character, and while it still might be a little bit less unsafe than Marth if you were to hit the tip, if you don't hit the tip, it's a lot more safe than Marth. And finally, Lucina is actually probably going to have a little bit more combos in this game, and as well, mainly just be able to be a lot more safe in this game because of the reduced ending lag on all of her moves. Now, she's not going to be a combo master, but she's going to have a tiny bit more than Smash 4, and as well, she's just going to be a lot more safe than Smash 4. And overall, she's going to be the sword fighter that is kind of just the general sword fighter, that is kind of good at everything, but isn't way too special at anything. But if you think that sounds really interesting, and you want to play a character that can be very consistent and good just like all the time, Lucina's honestly a really good pick for that as a sword fighter. Now, a really good benefit about Lucina, though, that I wanted to cover in this video is that Lucina is just going to benefit so much from the movement. Now, Marth as well benefits a lot from the movement, but I think a problem about Marth is that the other characters have a ton more movement as well now, which is kind of make it a little bit harder to get your tippers, especially because the tippers aren't quite as big as they were in Melee, for example. So, Melee has a lot more movement, but there's a lot more tipper potential, so it's not too bad. Smash Ultimate, though, it's going to be kind of harder to hit your tippers, even though you have more potential to set yourself up to move. But with Lucina, the opponent's going to be moving around all the time, but so are you. And you can use that movement just for extra space, and you don't have to worry about hitting the tipper. You can hit anywhere on your sword, and as long as you're outspacing your opponent, you're going to be having the benefit of that. And I think having that consistency, especially early on, is going to be extremely important. And if you're a person that just likes to consistently beat out your opponent, outspace your opponent, and not focus way too much on jank tippers, Lucina's going to have that. She's going to have what she had in Smash 4, but just kind of a little bit better. And that's, again, kind of what Lucina is in general in Ultimate. And another thing about Lucina that's great is that she can juggle really, really well. She's been able to do that amazingly in the last game. But the problem with the Smash 4, you can kind of just air dodge a lot, so it wasn't way too consistent. Smash Ultimate, though, people can't air dodge nearly as much, making your juggling even better. And as well, if you hit people off stage now, Lucina's always been pretty good at killing people off stage with her aerials, and now she's even better because people can't, again, just air dodge through all of her aerials. All of those put together, I think, just going to make her a lot harder to deal with, a lot more consistent, and I think it's going to just kind of buff distorts in general, but especially with Lucina, that's going to help a lot. And also I should mention here, Lucina has a pretty dang good recovery, and in a game where recoveries are going to get hurt a lot, that's just overall a really good benefit, and while it still is possible to punish this recovery, it's a lot harder than a lot of other ones, so I think that's, again, a thing that's going to make her consistently do really well. As far as balance goes, Marth has always generally been a little bit better than Lucina as far as potential goes. If you look at tier list, Marth's usually like one step ahead because Marth has the potential to hit those tippers. And if Marth plays perfectly, he's just going to get more damage per hit, kill people earlier, get all of that. But I think the problem is that that doesn't often happen in a lot of actual games and against a lot of actual players. And if you can't read your opponent's movement like perfectly, that's going to be really difficult. Now, MK Leo, he can pull it off sometimes, but the majority of players, I think, actually playing Lucina, getting that consistency, getting that damage out, getting those great smashes out a lot more often is actually going to benefit you a lot more. And while I think in general, yeah, Lucina's probably still going to be a little bit lower than Marth in the tier list pretty much forever, I think she has a lot of potential, mainly in the potential of her consistency. And if you want to just do consistently well as a character, like all the time, I mean, they're both great characters to do that, but I think Lucina especially is just a slightly better character to do that. Now, I wanted to end it off right here by saying that it is completely fine to pick Marth or Lucina. They're both awesome characters, and you might have a good reason to pick one or the other. But what I also want to say right here is that please don't play both Marth and Lucina, because I've heard this from many top players. Marth and Lucina both have slightly different combo potential, slightly different combo ranges. Their attacks are a little bit different ranged as well, so you can kind of get that wrong in your head. Spacing's a little bit different as them. Being safe on shield's different as them. There's so much stuff that's different as them, and even though they are very similar characters, don't just pick up Lucina because you want to pick the easier character and then move into Marth. That's a really bad idea, and you'll just be kind of messed up for months. Just pick the character you want to play from the beginning and learn from there, and then you'll be really good. And you can play either one you want, doesn't really matter to me, but please just don't play both, because it does create a lot of problems. And, you know, just playing one is good enough, and then you can secondary, you know, somebody else, probably somebody that can deal with people that could rush you down. But anyways, there you guys go. Those are all my own personal opinions about Lucina in Smash Ultimate. I think she has a lot of potential, and honestly, I'm thinking about picking her up. If I didn't want to pick up Roy so bad, or Me Gunner so bad, or Shulk so bad, you know, Lucina's actually probably be pretty up in my list. Anyways, as always, guys, though, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below on your own personal opinions about Lucina and Smash Ultimate. Hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this in the future. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and have a smashing day. Woo!